AD.com, Pharrell Williams is an 11-time award winner. He is he is a big part of today's like music and fashion industry, and he's more than just the song "Happy" because I'm sure that's what most of you guys know him from, if you've never heard of him before. But he's a very influential artist for people that are already famous now and people that still want to be famous. He has always been a big person to have people embrace their difference and what makes them an other. I'll get into that later. But I will be discussing how Pharrell first got his passion to become a musician and discover new things, and then how he became famous. So to start off, who is Pharrell Williams? Pharrell Williams was born April 5th, 1973 in Virginia Beach. At a young age, he discovered television. He started to watch TV, and as he watched TV, he experienced new things and saw different colors and watched music videos and stuff like that. And in his book, Places and Spaces I've Been, he discusses how he would talk to fellow classmates in elementary school and explain how when he watched certain things, he like envisioned different colors, and that when he noticed people starting to look at him different, he realized he was different. It wasn't until junior high school where he was actually able to take classes for music, where he actually made friends, and he made his friend Chad Hugo. And that's when he was actually able to meet people like him and express how music made him feel, not only by the sound, but by visions and like colors, and it just made him like feel a bunch of things. So now that I've discussed the early beginning of Pharrell, I will be discussing his first steps into becoming famous. He went to high school in Virginia Beach with his friend Chad Hugo from junior high school. They formed their little band where I believe Chad played the keys and Pharrell would do the drums and sing and stuff like that. And it was at their high school talent show where they were discovered by Teddy Riley, and they were signed to Virginia Records. And so that was the first start of their fame. They were producers called the Neptunes, and they made songs for Janet Jackson, Snoop Dogg, Justin Timberlake, everything like that. And so they were behind the scenes a lot, producing beats. And it wasn't until later where they met Shay, who was another bandmate of theirs, and they formed NERD. And once they formed NERD, they had 11 or more. They went gold a couple of times with their albums and their songs that they made. So they got a lot of stardom from that. And so they formed NERD, and they had their own label called Star Trek once they left Virginia Records, and that was part of Interscope. So they had their whole like people signed under them. So they were more than just their own group. They had people that they were signing, like Khalees, who made the song Milkshake, which I'm sure you guys have heard. Pharrell was a part of her upcoming when she was 17 years old. But so they did a lot for a lot of people. Pharrell and his other bandmates, Shay and Chad Hugo, they produced Justin Timberlake's first solo album. So he had a lot going on. And then now that I've discussed to you about his early fame, I will discuss how he went on to going into fashion and into movies. Pharrell started doing fashion on his own. He created ice creams and Bill and Our Boys Club and stuff like that. He had his like shoes and his jewelry and all the stuff that was made him who he was. He also became a part of Chanel and started campaigning for them. He made a song, I think last year or the year before, that was for Chanel's campaign going on. He goes to fashion shows, he does all of that. He was also part of the movie Dope, which was under his like business, which is I'm Other. So he helped produce that and make that possible. He's also done the soundtrack for Despicable Me, both of the movies. So on to my other main point, I will discuss how he is doing all that at 43 years old, and along with having a wife and a kid. Pharrell has done all of that stuff, and now he is doing other stuff like The Voice. So he has that going, and he has his business I'm Other, which is a collective group. So he has it like branched out for people to, well, people that work for him find new talent. So he always embraces people to be different. So his business looks for people on YouTube and stuff like that that are, you know, singers, rappers, musicians, fashion people. He just always really wanted people to express their difference because he felt different as a kid. So in conclusion, despite Pharrell's normal upbringing, he was still able to see that he was different and put that in his forefront and made that possible to be something, because he knew at a young age that he was more than just becoming a doctor or something like that. He had visions and a passion that he noticed that not everybody had. So I think that it's very important for people to know about him and hopefully like get intrigued by it and see that it's okay to be different, and see that, you know, it brought him a lot of good fortune. And from this, I hope you guys can dig deeper than just the happy song, and hopefully you'll be able to learn about somebody that you like and gain more from it, and other people that you look up to.